guys, it's Way here, and welcome back to another FIFA 17 Ultimate Team video. And today I'm going to bring you guys another trading method that can make you a really good amount of coins very easily on Ultimate Team. And this can actually make you around about 25,000 coins or so every single hour. That's a rough average. You guys could make more, you could make less, but on average, if you use this method for about an hour or so, you can expect to make about 25,000 coins. So it's a really good method. I've got a couple of different variations to show you, both the bidding and sniping variants. So depending what you guys are best at and what you guys prefer doing, I've got a different variant of this method that will help you. Also guys, if you do want to see more trading content on my channel, leave a like. If we can smash 250 likes, that'll be awesome. And without further ado, let's go on into the method. So we're actually going to be trading with left and right forwards. So if you go over to left and right forwards on Ultimate Team right here on the transfer market, and you look up their minimum buy now, it's going to vary from console to console. I'm on Xbox One, they may be a bit more, they may be a bit less on PlayStation, or maybe on Xbox 360. So you can trade with left or right forwards, it's really up to you. I personally do prefer trading with left forwards though. But what you want to do is basically find the minimum buy now. This is the first way of using this method. I've got two different sniping filters for each position, as well as a bidding method as well. So first thing you want to do is find the lowest buy now for the particular position. So if you look on the market right now, left forwards on the market, the lowest buy now is actually 1.5k right now. So if I can get cards for under about 1.3k, no matter who I'm getting, it's going to be a bargain, and I can maybe make some coins on them. So what you can do here is you can either bring the price down to around 1.3 or 1.2k like this, and then you can try and snipe the cards, or you can go to 1.5k or whatever the lowest buy now on the market is, and then you can just press Y and B on the Xbox. So basically you just go to your transfer targets and back, and that's going to refresh the pages. You'll see anyone coming up. It's up to you really what you prefer, but there we go. Kostic should just come up on the market. He is a default left mid, I do believe he is right there, a left mid. So that's the first deal we've got so far, and that's a really easy deal. That's taken me just a couple of seconds for that card to come up, and I expect I'll be able to make some good coins in. And we actually get a Jordan Ibe right here, and we've actually picked a Jordan Ibe. This method is so effective. He's a silver card in the Premier League, and we got him very cheaply as a left forward. So the thing I prefer doing is just pressing Y and B, backing out the transfer targets, going back to the transfer targets, because personally it's a bit quicker. If you have laggy internet as well, which I do, my internet's not the quickest, especially when I'm recording videos, it makes this really easy. So far, we've got two deals, and you guys can see just how easy it is. You can do it with left forwards, you can do it with right forwards as well. If you guys prefer sniping players normally, you don't have to do what I've done here. I will be listing those cards up later on in the video and showing you guys how much profit I make. But as you see right here, you don't have to actually just press Y and B to do this. You can just go and snipe these cards normally, depending which you prefer best. And also you can do exactly the same with right forwards. Just find the lowest buy now on the market. Right forwards seem to go for a bit less than the left forwards, so that's why I prefer trading the left forwards, because you have to bring the price down quite a lot with the bronze cards to kind of filter out just to get the lowest buy now, because normally you have a lot of bronze cards on the market for some reason in right forward, and they're often there for under 1,000 coins, whereas in left forward there are less, so normally you can snipe the cards quite a bit cheaper. So that's why I prefer doing it with left forwards, as you normally just have kind of a slightly higher price, so more cards come up on the market because there are less bronze cards normally list up. So you can actually filter that out though. If you go to gold, you can actually try and snipe the cheapest gold cards. So this is another variation. You can try and snipe specifically gold cards. You are going to be missing out on a few cards, obviously the silvers, but you do have only gold cards coming up. So again, you can do exactly the same. You can find the lowest buy now for gold right forwards. You can just press Y and B and wait for any deals to come up on the market. It's very simple. You can also just try and snipe the cards. I'd say for about 200 coins less is always best. If you can get them any cheaper, then obviously that's better, but just try and snipe the cards like this very easily, and just wait for a card to come up, which you guys all know how to do. And you can obviously do exactly the same with left forwards. Find the cheapest left forward gold cards on the market. You guys can see right here, we've actually had a Walcott just list up. I thought that was one of the Comans that was there beforehand, and this Walcott I reckon I could sell on. I mean look, he goes for like 2.5k in left forward. That would have been a really good deal, but we did end up missing out on him because I wasn't really expecting him there. But 1.5k is the cheapest gold left forward on the game right now, so all I need to do is just press Y and B and just wait for a card to come up. Or I can alternatively, as we have a Nyang just come up there, we've picked up a Nyang. That's a really good deal there, as he is a left forward in the Premier League, likely to sell on pretty easily. So again, you can press Y and B here, or you can just snipe the cards normally by bringing the buy now down by about 200 or 300 coins. And yeah, you guys know what to do. Pretty easy. Just try and snipe the cards like this. And again, you can have lots of different cards coming up on the market. It's very easy. I'll be showing you guys a few more examples later on. I'll try and snipe for about 5 minutes and see what we can get. But let's move on to the second variant of this method, which is actually a bidding method. So again, we are going to be trading with left and right forwards, but this time, as said, we are going to be getting them on bid. So what you can do is, as we know, the lowest by now for left forwards, for example, is around 1.2k. You can put the price up to around 1.2k as the maximum price right here, and left forwards, and you can go through bidding on these cards. Now we know that if we get, for example, a Coman, I can sell him for 1.5k. As you guys saw, that's what you were selling for. So if I get this one for 1.2, I can sell him for about 200 coins profit. El Shaarawy right here, he's also in Catalyst, but you can add cards like this to your transfer targets, and then you can just go back and bid on them later on, and you can get some good deals like that. We actually have a Gray list up right now on the market, and he's actually a default left mid, and as a left forward, he goes for around about 2,000 coins, I do believe. Normally, there are a couple lists up on the market, but you guys can just add one like this to your transfer targets, and then go and check his price. That's what you do want to do with all these cards there. Add them to your transfer targets, and then go look them up in that position, see what they're selling for, and try and get one or two on bid. Often you can get silver cards and bronze cards very, very cheaply. And also, if you do see anyone like Bruma or a lower rated card, very often you're going to be able to get those cards on bid very, very cheaply. I mean, you could easily get a Bruma like this for maybe 800 or 900 coins pretty easily. And obviously you can do exactly the same with right forwards. You can just go to right forward, put the maximum price to a similar kind of price there, and you can go through bidding on all of these cards there. There are loads and loads of them, and with bronze cards like this, very often you'll be able to get them for about 200 or 300 coins without too many issues there. But as you see, there are loads of other cards you can go through and bid on. It's very, very easy. You just need to check the price of a specific card. So we go over to my transfer targets, as I already added a load of players to my transfer targets. If I just get through all of my investments that I'm waiting to sell on right now. If you do want to see a video on these investments, I did do one of those a couple of days ago. I'll leave an annotation in the top right corner of the video on why I have invested in these players. But you guys can see right here, we've got a few different players down here that I can go and bid on. So let's go, for example, with, as a player that I'm going to show you guys right now, let's go with Gray right there. Let's go and see what Gray is selling for as the lowest by now right now on the market in left forward. So we go over to Gray and find wherever he is. He is called Damari Gray, I do believe. So if we find wherever Damari Gray is on the market, you guys can see here. Let's look him up in left forward and find out what the lowest by now on the market is. It's currently 6,000 coins. Now, he's not going to go for 6k, but I reckon I could sell this card on for around about 3,000 coins, as he's a default left mid. He already goes for around 1,000 coins or so. So all I need to do is just put a bid of, let's go with about 500 coins. Don't think I'll pick him up for that. I'll probably have to bid a bit more, but if I can get it for anything under about 1.5k, I'll definitely take it. So that's pretty much what you need to do. Just find a card and just look what they're going for as the lowest by now, and try and bid on them and try and get them quite cheaply. You can get some really good deals, especially with silver and bronze cards on bid, but again, with gold cards you can get some good coins. You're not going to be getting really good deals that you get with sniping, where you can get cards that you can sell for like 1,000 coins profit or so, but you will be getting players like those Comans we were bidding on earlier, where you can make 200 or 300 coins profit very, very easily. So I'm just going to wait a few of these players out and just wait for them to expire. Hopefully you can pick up a few, then I'll show you guys the cards we've got, and then I'll go and do about 5 minutes or so of sniping and see how many cards I can pick up. So as you guys can see, I only bet on 3 players. I've actually ended up winning 2 of them. I got the Gray right here in left forward for 1,000 coins, which is a really, really good deal right there, because his lowest by now is around 5k on the market. I'm not going to sell him for that. I'll sell him for about 3 or 4k, maybe a little bit less, but still that's some very, very good profit there, hopefully, on him. And then Coman, I got him for 1.2k. I can sell him for around 250 or 300 coins profit for about 1.5 or 1.6k, so that's not bad at all. And then this Coman right here, he ended up going for 1.3k. I could have won him for 1.4, but for the small amount of profit I'd be making on him, it would be around about 150 coins or so. Didn't really think it was worth it, so I didn't go and bid on him. These cards right here, I could go and bid on them right now, but I just wanted to get a few examples right now to show you guys with the method. So I'm going to send those over to the transfer list. I will be listing up all these cards at the end of the video, and you can see the price I sell them on for. But so yeah, we've got those cards there. I'll send them to the transfer list, and then I'm going to go and show you guys 5 minutes of trading and see how many cards we can get with the sniping filters. So I've just got the first deal right here, and I was actually just checking the price of left forwards, and I've ended up getting a Mane right here with 94 pace from the MLS from the Whitecaps, I think. So I think he may sell for a bit, but I was literally just checking the price, seeing what the left forwards were selling for, and yeah, we've ended up getting a Mane right here. So I'm actually going to check his price. Does he sell for much? He's actually a default left mid, so I reckon we can make a good amount of coins on him. Niang has just come up, if I can get that. There we go, we've got a Niang as well. So what I'm going to be doing is trying to snipe left forwards, and it's probably my favourite filter out of all the ones I've shown you as sniping left forwards, as they're normally the ones that go for a little bit more compared to the right forwards. And also you do have more gold cards coming up, and they just generally sell for a bit more, so you don't have the really cheap bronze cards coming up on the market, for example. And normally the cards that do come up, the bronzes and silvers, are going to be really, really cheap in comparison to the normal cards. So often you can get like 200 or 300 coin deals with bronzes especially. There's a player called Dunk, who a lot of people seem to convert to a left forward, and you can get a lot of deals on him. Buffal there for 1.3, missed out on him. First player I've missed out on though. I've got 2 Niangs, I've got a Mana as well, as was just checking the price. I didn't even mean to snipe that card, that Mana. I wasn't trying to snipe him. He was just a card I saw pop up, so I bought him there. But he'd been on the market as well for like 5 seconds or so, and he was a lot cheaper than any of the other deals. And also this is why I prefer to snipe without specifically going to gold, because you can get players like Mana, you can get really cheap bronze cards, you can get good cheap silver cards as well. You can get someone at like Damari Gray for maybe like 500 coins or so. You can get some really good deals like that. Walcott there for 1.4, missed out on him, and as you saw early on, he goes for like 2.5k or so as a left forward. So that would have been a really good deal there. That would have been over 1,000 coins profit on him. But the way of sniping that I prefer is pressing Y and B on the transfer targets. So it's really up to you what you do. You could try and snipe these cards for, let's say, 1.3k, for example. You could try and snipe them. If you have a lot of bronze cards coming up, it may be different on PlayStation. For example, you could have a lot of cheap bronze cards. Then you can try and snipe the gold cards. It's really up to you. Just to use the filter that works best for you, the one that has the most deals coming up, the one you can find easiest to use. Same with the sniping method. You don't have to use the same one as me. You can just do the normal kind of bringing the price down sniping method as well. It really is up to you. But yeah, I'm going to try and get a few more deals. As I said, I would do about 5 minutes or so of sniping. I've done it for about 1 or 2 minutes now. We've already got 3 or 4 deals, which is not too bad at all. So yeah, I'm going to get back to you when I get another deal. We just got a Coleman right here for 1,000 coins. That's a really good deal. I just swapped the sniping filter just to show you guys that you can use a different way of sniping. So I was using kind of the regular way of sniping. And we actually got a Coleman, as you see there, for 1,000 coins very, very quickly right there. That's a really good deal because he goes for about 1.5k. So that's going to be 500 coins profit very, very easily. As you guys can see, I hadn't really done many searches to get that card, which is not bad at all. So I'm just going to get one more left forward deal, and then I'm going to try a few right forward snipes and see if we can get some players there, and then I'll end off the video. I actually get a Musonda for 900 coins. What a snipe right there. That is literally seconds after that last one. And I think, is he a default left mid? He's a default left mid. We got him as a left forward for cheaper than what he normally sells for. That's a really, really good deal. 5-star skiller from Chelsea. That's a great snipe right there. So I'm going to get one more deal in left forward, and then I'm going to go and try and snipe a few right forward players. Walcott, there we go for 1.3k. I've missed out on like 3 or 4 Walcotts. Eventually, I got a Walcott right there, and that was only like 10, maybe 20 searches after that last deal, so that's less than a minute. And I can make around 1.2, maybe 1.3k on him, which is a really, really good deal. So I'll send that to the transfer list, and now I'm going to try and get like 2 or 3 right forward deals, and then I will end off the video. I'll list the cards up, and I'll show you guys how many sell on after a couple of hours. So we've got a right forward deal right here, and I literally just looked on the market to see the prices of these cards, and there's one list up of Wanderson right here, who's a Brazilian right mid normally, and he's a right forward here, so that's a really good deal. I'm surprised no one bought him. He's been on the market for like 5 minutes, but as you see, the lowest by now was this guy right here at 900 coins, and then suddenly this guy here at 450. So that's a really good deal, and I'm really surprised no one had picked him up, but it looks like it's around about 1.2k is the lowest by now. So I'm going to try and snipe cards under that. So that's a really good deal to start it off. I only need to get 2 or 3 more, and then that should be it. So as you guys can see here, these are the cheapest by now. So I'm actually just going to use the Y and B sniping filter to start off. I'll get 1 or 2 deals doing this, and then I may get 1 or 2 with the other sniping filter as well, obviously, where you try and just bring the price down. Now you can get the cards on bid, as I showed earlier on, but personally I do prefer sniping, as you get the cards a bit quicker, and the deals you can get, normally you'll be getting, there's a Dembele right there, that is a card I missed out on. Could have sold him for like 1.4k or so, but the cards you get, normally they're a bit cheaper, so you can make more profit on them. You'll get less than you do on bid, but you can make some really, really good profit on the cards you get. Often you'll be getting cards you can make over 1,000 coins on, whereas with the cards on bid, often you'll make like 200 or 300 coins. You'll get a lot more deals, but you make a lot less profit. So it's really up to you if you prefer sniping, if you prefer bidding. And I would definitely recommend doing this around about 6 till around about 9 PM UK time. They're the best times to try this method. I mean, you can try it whenever you want really, but the best times are in the evening UK time, as that's when when a lot of people are going to be getting back from school. They'll be listing cards up. There's going to be packs released, especially around 6 PM with a new team of the week or on a Friday as well. There's going to be lots of different things released, and you can make some really good coins by doing that. So I'm just going to bring the price down slightly and try and start gold cards instead, just because there are a lot of bronze cards and silver cards on the market right now, which is quite annoying. So instead I'm going to try and start gold cards. They're going for 1.2k, so that's what I'll try and do right now. We just got an Inaki Williams right there and a Lamella. We missed out on the Lamella, but Inaki Williams there for 1,000 coins, and he's a really good player as well, so we can potentially sell him for a good amount. 1.5k just for his normal position, so as a right forward, that's going to be easily 500 coins. I'd expect probably 1,000 coins profit or so from him. That's not bad at all, and that's a very, very easy and early on snipe. That's literally taken me like 30 seconds to get, if that. Very, very easy. We actually had 2 cards come up, and Lamella came up on the market at the same time. But unfortunately, I couldn't get him. But still, Inaki Williams, that's going to be some good profit on him. I'll get one more deal, though, and then that'll be the end of the video. There we go. Just got Antonio there for 1,000 coins. I thought I'd been outbid on him, but someone didn't end up getting him. I got that Antonio there. And, yeah, I think he is a default right mid. So that should be a decent deal. And he goes for like 1,000 coins normally. So getting that one in right forward, Arctic Chemistry as well, is not bad at all. I'll send that to the transfer list, and there we go. That is the final deal, and now hopefully we can just sell the cards on, and I think that so far I'm going to be able to make easily around 15,000 coins profit or so, and I've only been sniping maybe for about 10-15 minutes, which is not bad at all. So I'm going to list all those cards up. I'll show you guys what I got them for, what I list them up for, and then at the end of the video I'll show you guys all of the cards that I sell on after a couple of hours, so you can see how much profit I've been able to make. So I've gone and checked all the lowest buy nows of all the different players that I've managed to snipe, and I will actually be listing these up around 200 or 300 coins cheaper than what they're normally selling for, just undercutting, so they do sell on quite quickly, because I do need to get this video done tonight, because currently it's just gone 7:45, and the football starts at 8. I want to go watch that and have tea, and yeah, I do need these cards to sell on within the next hour or so, so I can get this video out for you guys tonight. So I will be listing them a bit cheaper. You could potentially list them a bit more for about a day or so, and they will sell on within that period, but I do want to sell these cards as easily as possible. So we're going to start off with Antonio. His lowest buy now is 2.5k. I will list them up for 2.2 there. Always list the cards up for one day. It gives them a much better chance of selling on, because at one point during that one day they're likely to be the cheapest card on the market, as these prices do often fluctuate quite a bit. We've got a Coleman for 1.2k. I'm going to list him for 1.5. That's the lowest buy now on the market. This Masonda right here, really good deal. Got him for 900 coins. His lowest buy now with his Chelsea version as a left forward is 3.2k. So I'm going to list this one here for 2.9. And that's going to be around 2,000 coins profit on him, maybe a little bit less after EA tax, but still really, really good profit on that Masonda right there. That's one of the best deals, if not the best deal we actually got in this video. Nyang is currently going for 2.4k, so I'm going to list this one for 1.9. I'll list the others for around 2,000 coins or so, because I think we did end up getting something like 3 of them. We got a load of different Nyangs, so we got one for 1.4. I'll list this one for 2,000 coins. Now, not all these cards are going to sell on within the period I'm listing them up for. Right now, you may need to relist some of these cards, but overall, you'll be able to sell these cards on pretty easily if you do list them as the cheapest on the market. Williams is going for 1.8k as the lowest buy now, so I'll list this one for 1.7. That's going to be around 650 to 600 coins profit there after EA tax. We've got a few more players to go. Kostic, there weren't any cards of him on the market, so I'm going to list this one for 2.5k, and I hope he does sell on there. Could maybe list him for a bit more, but I do want quite a quick sell there. 1.3k for Walcott, who's going for 2.4, so I'm going to list him for 2.2, and hopefully we can sell him on. That's going to be nearly 1,000 coins profit on him, which is not bad there. And also Jordan Ibe, he's currently going for 4,000 coins. I got him for 950. That's not too bad though. You know, I'm not going to sell him for 4k, as no one's really going to buy him for that. But if I list him for about 1.9, that's going to be nearly 1,000 coins profit on him, which is not too bad there. I will take that one. You also got a Coleman here for 1,000, and I can sell him for 500 coins profit right there. And we already are having a few cards sell on. Got this Coleman here for 1.4. I didn't actually mean to get this one. I accidentally sniped it, so I'll list that one there. I'll make like 50 coins profit on him, which is not much. And then finally Gray, he's going for 5.9k as lowest buy now, so I'm going to list this one for 1.9 as the one listed up for 5k. It's very, very unlikely to sell. So 1.9k, that's still going to be around 900 coins profit after EA tax. We do also have a few more Nyangs to sell on though. This one here, since he's going for 2.4, I'll list for 2.2. We've now got a couple of different prices covered with Nyang, as obviously I do have a lot of him. I don't want to list them all up for the same price, as then people are going to start undercutting, and that won't work too well there. And then finally we've got Mane. I didn't actually check his price as a left forward, but I saw earlier on there was one for 2,000 coins. I'm going to list this one for 1.8. and he should sell on there, making me over 500 coins profit after EA tax. So overall, I'd say we've made at least 10,000 coins or so, and I've not spent much time sniping at all. You guys saw, probably spent around 10 or 15 minutes in total. I think we actually have a right forward deal, that Brazilian guy, I missed him out. He's somewhere along here. Here we go, we've got Wonson. I forgot to check his price. I'll quickly do that right now. So are there any deals in right forward? By the look of it, there aren't any, and he goes for about 600 coins normally. So I'm going to list this one here for 1.9k, and that's going to be a really good profit there, about 1.5k profit after tax when he does sell on. It will take a while to sell that card, but we should still be able to sell him. And as you can see, within about a minute, I've already sold in Yang right here for around about 500 coins profit, William Sid for 500, this Walcott for about 1,000, and then Jordan Ibe for 1,000. So I've made like 3,000 coins profit with these cards selling on with in under a minute. So it's so easy. Now I just need to wait for these cards here to sell on, and that shouldn't take too long at all. So yeah, you guys should be able to see on screen right now. I'll put a picture of all the cards that sold on after around about probably 2 hours, because I'm going to go and watch the football, and by the end of that it will be about 2 hours when I get back to this, and I'll show you guys how many cards have sold on. I'll leave a little kind of annotation at the bottom saying how many coins I've made, what profit I made, what I spent, what I got back. Hopefully that'll help you guys out there. But yeah, hope you guys did enjoy the video. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you are new around here. Thanks for 25,000 subscribers as well. I forgot to mention that on my last video because we hit that yesterday. But yeah, thank you guys so much for that. Great support on the channel recently. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.